Hello, my name's Martin from Strat Chat, and this is the third in the playthrough series as William the Bastard, now William the Conqueror, King of England, and really we're playing tall. We're going to see how far we can go. In the first episode, we conquered England. In the second episode, we really stabilised the kingdom, formed alliances with powerful Anglo-Saxon lords, established our succession, so that we're really confident about that, and we can now start to put our resources back into England and making it a very powerful kingdom. So one of the first things to look at is that all of our domain counties are at 100% control, which means that the Marshal can start to do something else, and of course he's actually managing the Royal Guards, which is brilliant. So that's obviously going to improve our knights over time. So nearly all of our domain counties are English. Of course, we're English. We adopted that hybrid culture when we first took over England. But Bedford, which is obviously one of our domain, and Buckingham, which is also one of our domain, are still Anglo-Saxon. So that's what our steward is doing, is he's converting those to English. We want our domain all to be English, so that we're not going to have any of the sort of popularity issues from that. And as soon as he's done those two counties, and it was going to take him, I think it's 3 years plus these two here, so altogether 5 years, I'm then going to put him on building up the development of London. That's going to be improving our income, which is this number here. We're constantly going to be looking at that and looking at how that's improving. Once London gets to quite a good height, I think I'm going to be looking at Cambridge, Found University. Here we go. So I think it's not showing up because there's we have none of the criteria, but in time we will do. Development of 40. Oxford is also another place, but Cambridge is literally just half an hour drive from where I live, so I want to do Cambridge. Exalted among men, that's quite straightforward, isn't it? And 150 prestige, which isn't going to be problematic. Unlikely that we're going to be at level 40 in terms of development in my lifetime. I'm already 52 years old, but at some point in the future, that's something for somebody to do. But we're going to be developing England. Today, I think as a target, we're probably going to be just building really tall. And once we've got some good economic buildings in these areas, and we've developed all of the baronies, I want to develop every single barony. We'll probably end this episode. If there's a bit of time, maybe we'll start building up on the army a little bit, because I think in the next reign, we want to be conquering a little bit England, Scotland, and Wales, and forming the Empire of Britannia before we go on to the final phase. Which is going to be to try to create the Church of England. That's what my goal is. At some point in this dynasty, is to create the Church of England, probably a lot earlier than Henry VIII did in real English history. So, looking at the county of Middlesex, where London is, we've got a city holding with a guild hall. We've got Temple holding, which is actually very well developed. We've got prayer halls, mansions, and crop fields. And I think we want more of all this. So what I'm going to do is construct a city holding. It's going to take a long time, but as these places begin to develop, they're going to absolutely be sending money galore to us. There's one down here in Kent, my next most important place. Already, of course, it has Canterbury Cathedral, this temple holding, which increases the holding taxes for the whole county, but also contributes 3 in tax. So this temple holding is doing very well. In fact, if we look at my income from temple holdings, or church holdings, it's 7.5, which is very good. This city holding here, Rochester, beginning to be developed. But you look at the mayor, she's got 120 gold. She's not far off being able to build something else. So yeah, she could even build hunting grounds. She could even build hunting grounds now. So I'm not going to invest in these places. I'm going to be investing in the main church holdings. So you see, we're just getting hooks absolutely like crazy. all over the place. They're not doing as much good in Paris at the moment. The ones that we've got in England have brought us in quite a lot of money. But let's just keep going, see what we discover. So we're quite a long way from the Pope being willing to do this, to give us gold. 488 for just 250 faith seems like a really, really good deal. This is probably worth us trying to get in with him, actually. I've got literally no idea. Have I got an artefact I could gift him? Gain 1 opinion. That barely seems worth it, does it? I could send a gift, but 150 would gain 15. I think the best thing for me to be doing is to be raising my level of devotion. I'm currently faithful. I need to get to devote. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to save up for a pilgrimage. Can I just pause here briefly to say, if you're still watching, you're enjoying this, how about a like and subscribe? That'd be great. Thanks very much. Right, let's go on a pilgrimage. I think long term it'll give us a really good return. Yeah, obviously Jerusalem. Ooh. Take the hit, we'll soon get the money back. Currently earning 23 per month. Right, we're on this for faith, so we're going to pick this one, which is going to give us a 10% increase to faith. Piety. Okay, extra 250 faith. Excellent. Right, so that's improved my level of faith. I'm now a devoted servant. I think that will improve my standing with the Pope. Who's still not going to give me the gold, but I'm a lot closer now. Yeah, I've got 10 from my level of devotion. Feels like it's a long way to go. Unfortunately, swaying him, it's only got a 1 in 5 chance of actually working. I might have to give him some money later. That's a lot of piety. Yeah, brilliant. Much more religious. So it is probably worth improving his opinion of us. Because if I can't give him any money at the moment because obviously I'm in debt. But when I'm not in debt, I think if well, that won't make any difference. If I send him some money, yeah, if I send him 150, it'll add 30 to how much he likes me, and that will be enough for him to agree to send me nearly 500. So it's definitely going to be worth sending money to him later on. Another month, we're back in credit. Oh, I've got to extort subjects. Next one, of course, will be to work up this tree, because that's obviously going to be really important. Mind you, Republican ruler, opinion, and tax contribution, that's got to be worth it as well. So, okay, detailed ledgers next, then we work up this leg of that tree there. Okay. So this extorting subject is very, very powerful. You get a lot of money, 360 here. I would get all my courtiers dislike me a little bit more. Or I can go for this, which is a slightly less money, but a less significant cost. I've got to say, I don't particularly need prestige now. Let's go for that one. Okay, can we ask this guy for gold? Right, his opinion of me is what's blocking us here. So I think what I'm going to do is simply gift him some money, 150. He now likes me a lot more. Now asking for gold, we're very, very close. Okay, so I think once I got to the next level of devotion, which will be very, very soon, once I'm faithful, I think we'll get the money from the Pope. I'm now a devoted servant, and I think that there's a number 2 up here because the Pope is up for the deal. 562. He loses 20 opinion of me. It'll take time to recover. but that's going to put us on a lot of money. So here we've got city, temple, sorry, other way around. We've got church, city. I like cities long term. Other thing is, I am William the Conqueror. I won't live forever. Surely I should build this. It's only 1,000 gold. Makes London very difficult to capture. Holding taxes are somewhat better. Development growth in London is much better. I think that's the key thing, isn't it? Is the development growth. Let's save up 1,000. Right, let's just see. So we've got 25.9. We go for detailed ledgers, increasing Republican vassal tax contributions. So these are the mayors. 26.5. Nice. And that will just scale. That just go up and up and up. Okay. Queen doesn't seem keen on me. I don't think that matters hugely, so I think I'm just going to sway somebody I'm more likely to have an impact on. Right, so we've finally got full culture in all of our lands. English, and I know all the others are definitely English. So finally, I can put him on to development increase, which is really, really good. And at the same, very, very soon, we're going to have a 1,000 gold, and we're going to build the Tower of London, which is going to improve development growth even better. I'm going to say probably the benefits of building the Tower of London really are that it just feels like the right thing to do as William the Conqueror, rather than the absolute best sort of return on expenditure from perhaps building something else. But we're doing it. So I basically do want military camps and barracks as well as more economic buildings. So I'm going to change this out. I think where I've got bastions and curtain walls, I think I'm going to change them out. Okay, so King William has died. It's been an amazing achievement. He's become the King of England, pretty much unified the kingdom, stabilised the kingdom. It's going to be really interesting to see what his very, very mediocre, perhaps poor son, King Robert, is going to make. He's 34 years old, so he's not too old. He has even worse primary player heir, from what I can tell, so that's going to be really interesting. I've no idea what the vassals are going to think of him at the beginning, but I'm going to stop him. But we've achieved so much. The Tower of London is nearly built. There are loads and loads and loads of baronies being built all over the place. There are lots and lots of buildings. We've moved into the second medieval age. I don't know what they call it in this game. Is it there's the early medieval age, and then there's the medieval age that we're now in. So we're looking at more advanced technologies. We've begun to build a really, really, really effective army, including buildings to add to their effectiveness. I kind of wish in real life I could be King Robert now. I think it'd be really, really exciting to kind of carry on that job of building that kingdom. But it is all about building tall so that we can effortlessly kind of, build out, form the Empire of Britannia from a position of great strength. And I still want to, I want to do a Henry VIII, and I want to do the Reformation, and I want to break off from the Catholic Church and build and start the Church of England or something similar. And obviously, it may be quite a long time before I do that, before I even have a suitable character to do that, but I think that'd be quite interesting. And King Robert, depending on what maybe we'll start thinking a little bit about how we develop our family, because we've got terrible family. Everybody's mediocre and rubbish, apart from, William himself, and of course, he's gone. So I hope you enjoyed that session. If you want to watch the next one, it's going to be out on Monday. So have a nice weekend, and hopefully I'll see you then. Bye-bye.